So after the gap of 9 months, after the corona period, and the lockdown, we have entered into again a new atmosphere to this college. Old idru ಹೊಸ atmosphere ಇದ್ದಂಗೆ ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಆ 9 months ಇದೆ ಇನ್ನು ಮೂರನೊಳಗೆ ಇರ್ತದೆ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲವೊಬ್ರು ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರು. Even I also completed one chapter, that is heterocyclic compounds, 5 years chapter. And the first chapter videos, they are available in departmental YouTube. Okay, chemistry department YouTube channel ಏನಿದೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಅಪ್ಲೋಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ. And even it is also available in the higher education department ಜ್ಞಾನನಿಧಿ ಚಾನಲ್, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಅಪ್ಲೋಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು. ಹೆಟರೋಸೈಕ್ಲಿಕ್ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ಸ್ 5 years ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡಲಾಗಿದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಇವನ್ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಅಪ್ಲೋಡೆಡ್ ದಿ ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ರಿಗಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಹೆಟರೋಸೈಕ್ಲಿಕ್ ಕಾಂಪೌಂಡ್ಸ್. ಇವನ್ ನೀವು PPT ಅನ್ನು ಲಿಂಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ನೀವು ಬರೀತಾನೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಇನ್ ದ PPT itself and explain heterocyclic compounds. Apart from that, if you have any doubts or even any questions are there, you can ask later. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನಾದರೂ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟಿ ಆ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಮತ್ತೆ ಸ್ಪೆಷಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಬೇರೆ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. And in the previous class for the A division I have given some important questions. ಅದನ್ನು ನೀವು ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಬರ್ಕೊಡ್ರಿ. 1 mark questions, so 2 mark questions and 5 mark questions I have given them regarding heterocyclic compounds. And moreover, you are having the first internal also. First internal ಗೆ heterocyclic compounds ಮಾತ್ರ ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ಗೆ heterocyclic compounds ಮಾತ್ರ ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. So as per your syllabus, you are having 2 papers. Paper 1, paper 2. Paper 2 is purely the analytical based, it is spectroscopy, then inorganic chemistry, that is industrial chemistry is there, ಮತ್ತು ಫಿಸಿಕಲ್ ಕೆಮಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋಸ್ಕೋಪಿ ಕೂಡ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಪ್ಯೂರ್ಲಿ ಅನಲೈಟಿಕಲ್ ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಓರಿಯೆಂಟೆಡ್. ಪೇಪರ್ 1 ಈಸ್ theoretical aspect. The physical chemistry part you are learning, electrochemistry part, coordination chemistry is there, and then whatever I am taking regarding organic section, that is purely synthetic organic chemistry. You are supposed to learn 2 important classes of synthetic organic compounds, and one part is purely naturally occurring compounds. They are called alkaloids, and previous one what I have completed is heterocyclic compounds. Heterocyclic compounds is of 5 years chapter, and alkaloids is 3 hours, and pericyclic reactions. Pericyclic reactions. Pericyclic reactions are not like reactions of other things. They are without the aid of any reagent, without the aid of any reaction conditions. The molecules will add on themselves and they are going to give out respective compounds. Respective compounds. That means they are having different set of the cycloaddition type of reactions. So they are usually called as pericyclic reactions. I hope you have learned about photochemistry topic. Next year ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಆ photochemistry applications ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕವರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ pericyclic reactions. Pericyclic reactions ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಕಲಿಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ you should have an idea about the chemical bonding to chapter, that is molecular orbital theory, molecular orbital pictures, anti-bonding orbitals, ಬಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಆರ್ಬಿಟಲ್ಸ್, ಅವುಗಳ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಐಡಿಯಾ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಮತ್ತು ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಸೆಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ದೀರ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಬಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಅದರದ್ದು ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕವರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ pericyclic reactions. ಓಕೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ 4 ಕ್ಯಾಟಗರಿ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ. 2+2 cycloadditions, 4+2 cycloadditions, sigmatropic reactions and so on. ಇದು ಕೂಡ 5 years ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಇದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡೋಣ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಟೈಮ್ ಸ್ಲಾಟ್ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ ಅದರ ಮೇಲೆ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್. ಇನ್ನೇ ದಿವಸ TV ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ಮತ್ತೆ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಅನ್ನ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 1 ತಿಂಗಳ ಮಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂತದಲ್ಲ ಏನೋ ವಿಚಾರ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವರು, ನೋಡೋಣ. ಬಟ್ ಎನಿ ಹೌ ಆಸ್ ಪರ್ ದಿ ಕ್ಯಾಲೆಂಡರ್ ಆಫ್ ಇವೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿ, you may have the examinations in the month of February or March. Okay, February or March. After the practical exams will start active. Before that, you are supposed to complete internal examinations. Okay. So this is the overall curriculum criteria for your system. So today I am going to discuss on a second important topic in the paper 1 of organic section, that is alkalis. Okay, alkalis. The word itself is representing and itself is a defining. Word alk stands for alkali, means basic character. Alk stands for the basic character, alkali. OYDS means like, alkali-like substances generally called as alkalis. Alkali-like substances generally called as alkalis, but it is not an exact definition. It is not an exact definition. What are the important objectives of this particular topic? So here you have to learn about the classification of alkalis. You have to learn about classification of alkalis. Then occurrence and isolation or extraction of alkalis. Occurrence and isolation of the alkalis. General properties of alkalis. General properties of alkalis. Then structural elucidation. In this structural elucidation part, you have to learn about the Hoffman's exhaustive methylation method or Hoffman's degradation method, Hoffman's exhaustive methylation reaction, where you have to learn about the Hoffman's exhaustive methylation reaction to elucidate the structure of the alkalis. It is one of the important steps in the elucidation of the structure of the alkalis. Then third important part is structural elucidation of three important alkalides: nicotine, quinine and hydrine. Quinine and hydrine. So these are the important points to be learned in this particular topic. Okay, these points are caliber. What exactly the alkalides? What are the alkalides? Most of the alkalides, they are originated from the plants. They are plant originated. You can take every part of the plant, whether it is a leaf or bark or stem or root, whatever you can take. Every plant is consisting of an alkali. Every plant is consisting of an alkali. Very first alkali which is discovered in the year 1839 and so on, in this particular range by Scherner, that is called morphine. Morphine, it is an alkali which is commonly used as a pain reliever. Most of the alkalides which are obtained from the plant source, they are going to have a marked physiological activity. They are going to show physiological action on the human beings and even animals. Some of them, they are going to acting as the cardioactive type of the substances. Some of them are going to acting as a pain relievers. Some of them are going to be active as insecticides. For example, you can take a nicotine which is extracted from the tobacco leaves. This nicotine in the diluted solution form, it is going to be acting as an insecticide. Okay, I hope you have heard about that Vincarosette. Nichmalik ante kari crystal bush type beluttadu, greenish, pink ಮತ್ತು white ಹೂವು complete type. It is a very good kind of a medicine from which you are going to extract two important alkalides, vinblastine, vincristine. The two important alkalides, they are going to be extracted from that plant. they are going to be used as anti-cancer drugs. The isolation, extraction method and production is very costliest, but of course they are going to be used. Okay. So therefore, like how many kinds of the plants, they are consisting of the alkalides. Based on that, alkalides are going to be defined in such a way that these are naturally occurring plant originated alkali-like or basic organic compounds containing one or more nitrogen heterocyclic ring, one or more heterocyclic ring, nitrogen heterocyclic ring, and produce a marked physiological activity on human beings and animals. The variety of alkalides they are going to show different kinds of the activities. So therefore, in a precise manner, alkalides will be going to define in such a way that they are naturally occurring plant originated basic organic compounds containing one or more nitrogen heterocyclic ring and produce a marked physiological activity in the human beings or the animals. For example, you can take the nicotine, morphine, quinine, etc. So these are supposed to be called as the important set of the alkalides. Even though this a particular definition is given, this definition holds good for most of the alkalides. This definition is obeyed by most of the alkalides, but few alkalides do not obey this kind of definition. For example, you can take a synchronine, that is cinnamon alkalide, which is not containing any heterocyclic moiety, but this is to be considered as an alkalide. It is considered as an alkalide. Some of the important glycosidic compounds are being present. They do not contain any heterocyclic moiety, but they are going to be regarded as alkalides. So therefore, except a few important compounds do not obey this kind of the definition. But most of the alkalides, they are going to have this kind of the definition, or based on this definition only, their structures are also being exist. Say for example, you can take the compounds which are having this type of heterocyclic moiety, where NCH3 and CH2 C double bond O CH3. This is supposed to be called as a pyrrolidine alkali, because this structure is supposed to be called as a pyrrolidine nucleus. It is called as the pyrrolidine nucleus. Okay, pyrrolidine means this is a pyrrolidine. NH is called pyrrolidine. Suppose two double bonds are being present, then it is called pyro. You have already learned about heterocyclic compounds. This is called as a pyro. When instead of H, CH3 is there, it is called N-methyl pyrolysis. N-methyl pyro. But when no double bonds are being present, then it is called tetrahydropyrrole. Because double bonds are getting reduced by the hydrogenation reaction. So this kind of structure is called pyrrolidine structure. When the alkali is consisting of pyrrolidine structure, they are called as pyrrolidine alkalides. Some of the important alkalides, say for example, you can take, this is a pyridine nucleus, and the structure is going to be present of this type. This is supposed to be called as a nicotine. It is called as a nicotine. Okay. This particular compound is supposed to be called as pyrrolidine pyridine alkali. Pyrrolidine pyridine alkyl, because there are two heterocyclic moieties are being present in this molecule. So based on this particular chemical structure, based on the existence of heterocyclic ring, nitrogen heterocyclic ring, the alkalides are being classified into different types. Okay, that means pyridine alkalides, pyridine alkalides, piperidine alkalides, then pyrrole-pyridine alkalides, piperidine pyrrole alkalides, like nearly 10 type of classifications are there. It means the alkalides have been classified based on their biological activity, physiological activity, and based on the plant source, and apart from that, what kind of a nitrogen heterocycle is going to be present. Based on that, the alkalides have been classified into different types. For example, you can take based on the plant source, they have been classified as papaverine alkalides. Papaverine class of the plants which are consisting of the alkalides, papaverine. Okay, that is an alkaloid which is going to be present in that. Papaya ante ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ಆ particular family ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತ alkalides. Cinchona alkalides, cinchona bark. So different types of the plants, they are consisting of a different set of the alkalides. Every plant is consisting of an alkaloid. You can take one particular leaf, you can extract it, and then you can analyze it. You will find that the heterocyclic moiety and then some kind of the physiological activities they are going to be exhibited by that particular compound, and then they are going to show alkaloidal property, because the most of the alkaloids are basic in character because of the presence of a nitrogen atom of the heterocyclic moiety. ಎಲ್ಲಿ nitrogen atom ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅವೆಲ್ಲ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ. They are going to be present in the basic character. So based on the physiological activity, plant source, and the biochemical reactivity factor, the alkaloids have been classified into different types. And apart from that, the major classification has been done based on the heterocyclic rings which are going to be present in the alkaloids. Okay, let's take note. Alkalides are naturally occurring. Alkalides are naturally occurring, plant originated, naturally occurring plant originated basic compounds containing one or more nitrogen heterocyclic rings, and produce a marked physiological activity in animals and humans. Marked physiological activity in animals and humans. Full stop. For example, nicotine, quinine, morphine, hygrine, etc. Okay, hygrine, etc. Most of the alkalides are toxic in nature. Most of the alkalides are toxic in nature. And at many of them are found used in medicines. Okay, full stop. Occurrence of alkalides. of alkalides. Occurrence of alkalides. Occurrence of alkalides. Alkalides occur. Alkalides occur in plants. Alkalides occur in plants mainly in seeds, leaves, bark or root. Full stop. They occur largely as salts of some common plant acids. Salts of some common plant acids such as acetic acid, oxalic acid, tartaric acid, lactic acid, malic acid, etc. Some of the alkalides occur in glycosidic forms. Some of the alkalides occur in glycosidic forms, or they exist as glycosides. Have you heard the name glycosides? The word glycosides. Usually in the carbohydrates. You will find the name glycosides in the carbohydrates. The carbohydrates, they are linked to oxygen linkage. This is called glycosidic linkage. This is supposed to be called as the glycosidic linkage. This type of linkage which are being present in some important set of the alkalides. Okay. Next, alkalides are generally mixture of several closely related alkalides. Full stop. They are separated by ion exchange method. Separated by ion exchange method. Okay, so this is all about the occurrence of the alkalides. Classification of alkalides. Classification of alkalides. The first important classification is classification based on plant taxonomy. Taxonomic classification ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. This type of classification is called taxonomic classification. classification based on the plant taxonomy. ಯಾವ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿಯಿಂದ ಆಲ್ಕಲಾಯ್ಡ್ ಅನ್ನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಅದೇ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಹೆಸರನ್ನ ಕರೀತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ರೈಟ್ ಡೌನ್ ಸಮ್ few important alkaloids which have been obtained from the plant source. According to plant source, and a family name, the alkaloids have been classified. Alkaloids have been classified in a different way. Alkaloids have been classified in different way. For example, the family is Solanaceae. Some botanical word ಜೊತೆ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ ನಾನು. Solanaceae ಬದ್ನಿಕಾಯಿ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಹೌದು? Solanaceae ಇವನ್ ಈ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಂಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಳೆದು ಮುಳ್ಳು ಟೈಪ್ ಗಟ್ಟಿ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ, ಅದು ಇನ್ಫೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಗಾಯ ಗೀಗೆಲ್ಲ ತೆಗೆದು ಹಚ್ತಾರೆ. ಲ್ಯಾಕ್ಟಿಸ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ದೊಡ್ಡದು ಇಷ್ಟಿಷ್ಟು ಹೂವು ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ದೊಡ್ಡ ಹೂವು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲ ಮುಳ್ಳು ಟೈಪ್ ಇದೆ. ಆ ಟೈಪ್ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಬರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥಕ್ಕೆ ಸೊಲನೇಸಿ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ನನಗೆ ಗಿಮ್ರೆಡ್ ಸರ್ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಮಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಬಾಟನಿ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಕರಿಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, Solanaceae. In this Solanaceae family, you will find the important alkaloids like the propane, pyridine, and the spheroidal alkaloids. Spheroidal alkaloids. Large varieties of alkaloids are being present, but of course, whatever alkaloids which are having these kinds of nucleus, they are all belonging to, or they are obtained from the Solanaceae family. The second important class is Papilionaceae. ಏನಾದರೂ ಉಚ್ಚಾರ ತಪ್ಪು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ಸರ್. ಓಕೆ, Papilionaceae. In this family you will find the quinidazine, heterocyclic methyl alkaloids, quinidazine type of alkaloids, and pyroxidine alkaloids. Those alkaloids which are consisting of the heterocyclic moieties, they are mainly present in Papilionaceae family. Papaverine alkaloid, which is present in this Papilionaceae families. Okay, so different set of alkaloids which are belonging to different plant taxonomic name. Okay, plant taxonomic name. So for instance, I have taken only these two important examples. That is classification based on the plant taxonomy. Second one, based on pharmacological action. Based on pharmacological action. Based on the pharmacological action, they are going to act as a medicines. That is nothing but pharmacological action. Some of them are acting as a local anesthetic. Some of them are acting as cardioactive type of substances. Some of them are going to acting as pain relievers. Okay, so what kind of action which is going to be produced by the alkaloid on a human being? Okay, based on that they have been classified. That particular classification is supposed to be called as the based on pharmacological action or pharmacological based type of the classification is right. Based on their use or physiological activity, based on their use or physiological activity, alkaloids are classified as analgesic alkaloids. Analgesic means one which reduces the pain. Okay, for example, you can take a morphine. Analgesic alkaloids. Cardioactive alkaloids. Cardioactive alkaloids. Then eye dilator alkaloids. Next, anesthetic alkaloids. Okay, just you can see some few important examples how they are going to show their pharmacological actions. The examples like this is an alkaloid and their pharmacological action. You can take P9, Permethrin, Trimethrin. Okay, these are very commonly used type of the drugs to control the malaria. Trimethrin tablets, Permethrin tablets. These are all consisting of a quinine moiety. These are all supposed to be called as antimalarial type of drugs. So therefore, where quinine alkaloid is going to be present in the structure of a molecule, then they are supposed to be used as anti-malarial drug. They are going to be used as anti-malarial drug. Then cocaine. It is used as a local anesthetic. ಮೆಡಿಸಿನ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಇಂಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತದೇನು ಕೊಡಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಎಚ್ಚರ ತಪ್ಪಿಸ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರ ಈ ರಾಬರಿ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನೋಡಿರ್ಬೇಕು, ಕರ್ಚೀಫ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕಿ ಇದು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಸಿಚುವೇಶನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತ್ರ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಬಟ್ ಇನ್ ವೆರಿ ಸಿವಿಯರ್ ಕೇಸಸ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಯೂಸ್ ಆಸ್ ಲೋಕಲ್ ಅನಸ್ಥೆಟಿಕ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಗುಂಡಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಇಡೀ ಬಾಡಿಗೆ ಅನಸ್ಥೆಷಿಯಾ ಕೊಡೋದು. ಆ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಗೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಇಂಜೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಅದು ಕೀಳಬೇಕಾಗಿದ್ರ ಅಥವಾ ರೂಟ್ ಕೆನಾಲ್ ಥೆರಪಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿದ್ರೆ ಇಡೀ ಬಾಡಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ ನರ್ವಸ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ಗೆ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾವ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ ಆ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಕೊಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಒಂದು 5 minutes 10 minutes ವೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಇಡೀ ನಮ್ದು ಬಾಯಿ ಸ್ವೆಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ, ಬಟ್ ಸ್ವೆಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಆಗಿರೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದರ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ನೆಸ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ರೆಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ದ ಪೇನ್. ಓಕೆ, ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಎಲ್ಲಾದ್ರೂ ವುಂಡ್ ಗಿಂಡ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಆಪರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಈವನ್ ಸಿಸೇರಿಯನ್ ಆಪರೇಷನ್ ಸಿಸೇರಿಯನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಡೆಲಿವರಿ ಆಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಕೂಡ ಅದು ಕೂಡ ಲೋಕಲ್ ಅನಸ್ಥೆಟಿಕ್ ಬೆನ್ನು ಹುರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಬೆನ್ನು ಹುರಿಗೆ ಇಂಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅವಾಗ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಲೈಫ್ ಲಾಂಗ್ ದಿ ವುಮೆನ್ ವಿಲ್ ಸಫರಿಂಗ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಪೇನ್. ಅದು ಬಹಳ ಸಿವಿಯರ್ ಇರ್ತಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಒಂದು ಮೈನ್ಯೂಟ್ ಇಂಜೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಡೋಸಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಅದನ್ನು ಆ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಇನ್ಆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ರಿಲೀಫ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಪೇನ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್. So therefore, some of the important like cocaine must be used as a local anesthetic kind of drug. Then morphine, it is going to be used as analgesic. It must be used as an analgesic, pain reliever. It is used as a pain reliever. Then atropine, it dilates the pupil of eye. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಐ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒಂದು 1 hour ಅದನ್ನ ಡ್ರಾಪ್ ಹಾಕಿ ಕೂಡಿಸ್ತಾನೆ, ಡೈಲೇಟ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಐ ಇನ್ಸೈಡ್ ಇದ್ರದ್ದು ರೆಟಿನಾ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಏನಿರ್ತದೆ, ನರ್ವಸ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ವಿಷನ್ ನೋಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ, ಡ್ಯಾಮೇಜ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ನೋಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒಂದು 2 ಡ್ರಾಪ್ ಹಾಕೊಂಡು ಡ್ರಾಸ್ ಕೂಡ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಬಂದು ನೋಡ್ತಾರೆ ಬಂದು ಇದನ್ನ ಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅದು ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಡೈಲೆಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಸಲ ಹಾಕಿ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ದೇ ಆರ್ ಮೇನ್ಲಿ ಕನ್ಸಿಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಟ್ರೋಪಿನ್. ಈವನ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಐ ಡ್ರಾಪ್, ಐ ಡೈಲೆಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟ ಐ ಡ್ರಾಪ್ ಏನಾದರೂ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ರೀಡ್ ದ ಕಾಂಪೋಸಿಷನ್. ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ ದಿ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಕಾಂಪೋಸಿಷನ್ ಆಸ್ ಅನ್ ಅಟ್ರೋಪಿನ್ percentage, weight by weight ಅಂತ ಇರ್ತದೆ. Atropine alkaloid which is present in weight by weight in the solution form. In the solution form. Okay, dilates the pupil of eye. Okay, that means it is going to be used in the eye examination. It is used in the eye examination. Next, caffeine. Caffeine, nicotine. Caffeine, nicotine. ಎದಕ್ಕೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ? ಕಾಫಿ ಕುಡಿತೀರಿ ದಿವಸ? ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಫಿ ಟೀ ಕಾಫಿ ಟೀ ರೆಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ದ ಸ್ಟ್ರೈನ್ ಟೆನ್ಷನ್. ಹೌದಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲ ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಒಂದು ಅರ್ಧ ಡೋಸ್ ಕಾಫಿ ಬೇಕು ಅನಿಸ್ತದೆ, ಚಾ ಬೇಕು ಅನಿಸ್ತದೆ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ caffeine that will reduce the pain. ಈವನ್ ಯಾರಿಗಾದ್ರೂ ಮೈಲ್ಡ್ ಹೆಡ್ಏಕ್, ಮೈಗ್ರೇನ್ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಇತ್ತಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ವಾಟರ್ ಬಾಟಲ್ ತಂದಿರ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ, ಒಂದು ವಾಟರ್ ಬಾಟಲ್ ಒಳಗೆ 1 ಲೀಟರ್ ಬಾಟ್ಲಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಾಫಿ ಡಿಕಾಷನ್ ಇರ್ತದಲ್ಲ ಮನೆಯೊಳಗೆ, ಫಿಲ್ಟರ್ ಕಾಫಿ ಡಿಕಾಷನ್, ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಂಟ್ ಕಾಫಿ ಅದಲ್ಲ, ಫಿಲ್ಟರ್ ಕಾಫಿ ಡಿಕಾಷನ್ ಅದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕಿ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಶೇಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಎವ್ರಿ 15 ಮಿನಿಟ್ಸಿಗೆ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಒಂದು ಹಾಫ್ ಸ್ಪೂನ್ನಷ್ಟು ನೀವು ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಮೈಗ್ರೇನ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಮೈಗ್ರೇನ್ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಪ್ರೆಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಕೆಫಿನ್. ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಪ್ರೆಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಕೆಫಿನ್. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನೋಡಿರ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಮನೆಗೆ ಹೆಡ್ಏಕ್ ಆದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಅಮ್ಮ ಬರಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ ಕಾಫಿ ಕುಡಿ ಆರಾಮಾಗಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇಟ್ ರೆಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ದ ಟೆನ್ಷನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಇಟ್ ರೆಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ದ ಪೇನ್. ಓಕೆ, caffeine and nicotine, they will reduce the mental tension. Reduce the mental tension. They will reduce the mental tension. They will reduce the mental tension. Next, nicotine is present in tobacco leaves. Nicotine is present in tobacco leaves. Nicotine is present in tobacco leaves. Comma, a dilute solution of nicotine is used as. A dilute solution of nicotine is used as an insecticide. A dilute solution of nicotine is used as an insecticide. Insecticide in agriculture. In agriculture. Okay. So like how different alkaloids are going to have a different physiological activity and they are also going to exhibit pharmacological action. Based on that, they have been classified. This type of classification is called as the pharmacological classification of the alkaloids. Okay, next, biosynthetic method of classification. Third important classification is biosynthetic method of classification. Biosynthetic method of classification. Biosynthetic method of classification. Depending on the types of precursors, building units and precursors, types of precursors or building block compounds, building block compounds used by plants to synthesize complex structures. For example, ergot and cinchona alkalides. Ergot and cinchona alkalides. Cinchona alkalides derived from amino acids. Derived from amino acids. Full stop. Amino acids are acting as building blocks. Amino acids are acting as building blocks. These are the precursor compounds for the plants to synthesize a particular type of alkalides like ergot and cinchona. Okay, cinchona. Ergot and cinchona alkalides derived from the amino acids. Here amino acids are acting as building blocks. Okay, these are the three important set of classification based on the taxonomy and pharmacological action and biosynthetic method. The next and very important classification is classification based on the chemical structure. Based on the chemical structure or heterocyclic ring. Classification based on chemical structure or heterocyclic ring. Based on the chemical structure or heterocyclic ring. In the example, give the what are alkalides, give the classification of alkalides in the kilogram. Just write a definition and give this classification. You need not worry about the taxonomy, classification, or pharmacological action. Okay. What are the important applications of alkalides means there you can write pharmacological action because each and individual type of alkaloid is going to show the different pharmacological actions. Okay, but this type of classification is very, very important. Even the previous question paper notiದ್ರೆ there you will find what are alkalides, give their classification. With the suitable examples. At least ನಿಮ್ಮ syllabus ಗೆ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂತ ಮೂರು alkalides. ಒಂದು hygrine, another is nicotine, another is quinine. You ಮೂರು ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಅನ್ನು ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಲೇಬೇಕು. Because they will ask for 2 marks. Write the structures of nicotine, quinine. Write the structure of hygrine, quinine. ಈ type 2 mark question ಕೂಡ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. Okay? At least you have to practice the 3 important classes of the alkaloid structures. Okay? But this classification is very, very important based on chemical structure and heterocyclic ring. Okay? Like that. Depending on a type of heterocyclic ring. Depending on a heterocyclic ring present in the structure of an alkaloid, structure of an alkaloid, alkalides have been classified as number 1 is pyridine alkalides. This is the structure of pyridine. Okay. Those alkalides which are consisting of this pyridine nucleus, pyridine moiety, they are called pyridine alkalides. Okay, they are called pyridine alkalides. For example, hygrine. It is consisting of N-methyl pyridine nucleus. And at the second position you will find a ketone structure. Acetone moiety is going to be present. Suppose if no ring is there, CH3, C double bond or CH3 is called acetone. Okay, so even these may be called as the 2-keto substituted N-methyl pyrimidines. Okay, so this is supposed to be called as a structure of hydrine. Then Cuscohydrine. Cuscohydrine. Cuscohydrine, same structure, but you will find two pyrimidine nucleus and joined by the acetyl moiety CH2 like this, NCH. So this is Cuscohydrine. Okay, there are two pyrimidine moieties are being present. The second important one is piperidine alkalides. Piperidine alkalides. Piperidine alkalides. This is piperidine nucleus, tetrahydro piperidine. Okay, this is piperidine nucleus. Those alkalides consisting of this piperidine nucleus, they are called as piperidine alkalides. For example, quinine, it is having piperidine nucleus, and at the second position you will find a propyl chain. This is a simple structure of the quinine. Okay, quinine. Then isopileterine. This is consisting of acetone moiety at the second position. This compound is called isopileterine. Isopileterine moiety or isopileterine alkali. But in both the cases you will find the presence of the piperidine nucleus. Piperidine nucleus. Pyrrolidine, pyridine alkalides. Pyrrolidine, pyridine alkalides. Pyrrolidine means this moiety. Pyridine along with pyridine nucleus. For example, nicotine. This is a pyridine nucleus, and at the third position there is an attachment of the pyrimidine nucleus. Pyrimidine nucleus, N-methyl substituted nucleus. This particular structure is called a nicotine. This is called as the nicotine. This is a pyridine nucleus. It is a pyrimidine nucleus. So therefore pyrimidine, pyridine alkalides. Pyrimidine, pyridine alkalides. Both tetracyclic moieties are being present in this molecule. Then pyridine, piperidine alkalides. Pyridine, piperidine alkalides. Pyridine, piperidine alkalides. This is a pyridine nucleus. At the third position there is an attachment of piperidine moiety. This compound is called enabacin. This is called enabacin. It is an alkali, pyridine, piperidine alkali. Pyridine nucleus, piperidine nucleus. Both are being present. This type of an alkali is called pyridine alkali. The example is N-benzene. If both are having same kind of a structure, that is pyridine nucleus, in such case we can call it as N-tarbene. Same structure, if you write it, the bonds of this type, then it is supposed to be called N-tarbene. The structure without the bonds, okay? ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸೇಮ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಬರೆದು ಈ ಟೈಪ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ this is called N-tarbene. This compound is called N-tarbene. N-benzene, N-tarbene. N-tarbene. Both are having pyridine nucleus, but however, you may want to find no hydrogen atom in this. No hydrogen atom in this. Okay? So this kind of the classification having pyridine nucleus. But in a question but pyridine nucleus is okay. It is another molecule which is going to be present. Okay, but pyridine is nothing but it should not have any double bond character. Should not have any double bond character. But here is analog type of the compounds here. N-benzene, N-tarbene. N-benzene is a pyridine alkali. N-tarbene is purely pyridine alkali. Purely pyridine type of alkali. Next, phenolene alkalides. Phenolene alkalides. Phenolene alkalides. Phenine, primaphenine, anti-malarial drugs. They are consisting of a phenolene structure. Examples: phenine or primipene. Primipene. This is phenolene nucleus. This structure is phenolene nucleus. Suppose nitrogen is the isophenolene anta karite. Heterocyclic compounds kaltide. Nitrogen first position agidre phenolene. If nitrogen is present at second position is called isophenolene. This is a phenolene molecule. If it is get substituted by some side chains and all, H3CO, with respect to this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 position you will find methoxygroups. 6th position you will find the methoxygroup. ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ನಂಬರಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಹೆಟರಾಟಮ್ 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is how numbering is going to be given. Okay, 6 methoxy substitute. And here at this position you will find a secondary amine group NH. Okay, substituted amine group it is. And CH3 and CS2 NS. Okay, CS2NS. This is a primipene or phenine structure. But because of the presence of this phenolene molecule, it is called as phenolene alkali. Phenolene alkali. Okay. Next, isophenolene alkalides. Illithana structures practice now. Chemical structures, but these are very very important. Isophenolene alkalides. For example, isophenolene alkalides. They are consisting of isophenolene moiety. Nitrogen atom is present on the second position. Okay, right. Examples: papaverine, and morphine. Papaverine and morphine. Next type, indole alkalides. reserpine, indole alkalides, reserpine, okay. Next, phenanthrene alkalides and propane alkalides. Phenanthrene alkalides and propane, ಇವೆಲ್ಲ hydrocarbon structures. Phenanthrene alkali, phenanthrene nucleus ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ? This is the phenanthrene nucleus. Polynuclear hydrocarbons ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ? This is the phenanthrene nucleus. Okay, ಯಾವುದರಲ್ಲಿ phenanthrene ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ phenanthrene alkalides ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. Phenanthrene alkalides, propane alkalides, then propylene alkalides. Okay, these are having hydrocarbon structures. Propylene alkalides. Nearly, you will find 9 to 10 important classes of alkalides based on their tetracyclic moiety and other important chemical structures. Okay, ನೀವು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸಿಲೆಬಸ್ ಪ್ರಕಾರ 3 ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಲ್ಕಲೈಡ್ಸ್ ಏನಿದೆ, ಫಿನೈಲ್, ನಿಕೋಟಿನ್ and hydrogen. ಮೂರು ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಯಾವ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ಕಲೈಡ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು, characteristic properties and all. Okay, so with this I will stop here. In next class I will discuss on general characteristic properties of the alkalides and options exhaustive methylation methods. Okay, ಆಮೇಲೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಗ್ರೂಪಿಗೆ ಗೂಗಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಅಪ್ಲೋಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಕೆಲವೊಬ್ಬರು ಫಿಲ್ಅಪ್ ಮಾಡಿರಿ, ಕೆಲವೊಬ್ಬರು ಫಿಲ್ಅಪ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. ದಟ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಇಸ್ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಅರ್ಜೆಂಟ್ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ಅಸ್. ಕಾಲೇಜಿಗೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮಾಹಿತಿಯನ್ನು ವೆಬ್ಸೈಟಿಗೆ ಹಾಕ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ನಂಬರು, ಇಮೇಲ್ ಐ ಡಿ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟರ್ ನಂಬರು, ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿ ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟರ್ ನಂಬರ್, ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಬೇಕು ಕಂಪಲ್ಸರಿ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ನಿನ್ನೆ ಗೂಗಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಕಳಿಸಿದ್ದೀನಿ ನಾನು. PCM A ಡಿವಿಷನ್ದವರು ಓನ್ಲಿ CBBT ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಫಿಲ್ಅಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಗ್ರೂಪಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಫಿಲ್ಅಪ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಇದರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ BComದವರಿಗೂ ಹಾಕಿದೆ, MCom ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್, MSc, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಈವನ್ MSc ಎಲ್ಲ ಗ್ರೂಪಿನವರಿಗೂ ಈ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆ. ಯಾಕಂತಂದ್ರೆ ದ NAC they have asked about the information regarding the students. Complete history ಬೇಕಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನೀವು ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ ಅಪ್ಲೋಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ವೆಬ್ಸೈಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಕೂಡ. ಇದು ಒನ್ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್. ಇದರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಈ ಮಂಡೇ ಅಥವಾ ಟ್ಯೂಸ್ಡೇ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಗೂಗಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದು ಕೂಡ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್, ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಫೀಡ್ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಟೀಚರ್ ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. ಕೇಳಿದಾರೆ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಫೀಡ್ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಫಾರ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಟೀಚರ್ಸ್. ಆ ಫಾರ್ಮನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಫಿಲ್ಅಪ್ ಮಾಡಿರಿ. ಬಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಯುವರ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್, ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಇಟ್ ಇನ್ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ವೇ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಗಿವ್ ದ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಫೀಡ್ಬ್ಯಾಕ್. ಯಾಕಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, 3 ವರ್ಷ ಸತತ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾಲೇಜು A ಗ್ರೇಡಿಂದ ಅಕ್ರಿಡಿಟೆಡ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೆಲ್ ರೆಕಗ್ನೈಸ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಇನ್ ದಿ ನಾರ್ತ್ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ. ಈ ಸಲ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಫೀಡ್ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಕ್ರಿಡೇಷನ್ NAC. ಅದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ನೀವು ಕಲ್ತಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಇದು 3 ವರ್ಷ ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಗಿವ್ ಎ ಗುಡ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್, ಗುಡ್ ಫೀಡ್ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಯುವರ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಏನು ಒತ್ತಾಯ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಮತ್ತು ನಿಮಗೆ ಆದಷ್ಟು ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಸೆನ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಫೀಡ್ಬ್ಯಾಕನ್ನು ಕೊಡಬೇಕು, ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬರಿಗೂ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು. ಇದು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹಕ್ಕಿದ್ದಂಗೆ. ಹೆಂಗೆ ವೋಟಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅದೇ ಟೈಪ್ ಇದು ಕೂಡ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಗಿವ್ ದ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಯುವರ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್. ಅಂದರೆ ಅನಲೈಸಿಸ್, ಥರ್ಡ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿ ಎವಾಲ್ಯೂಯೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು. ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಲ್ಯಾಬ್ ಇತ್ತು.